What's up, YouTube? It's Big E checking back in with yet another city update. This will be city tour number 37 for Figville. Very excited about that, but before we dive in, wanted to take a quick minute and ask for a favor of everyone. I know at least a few of you have asked or mentioned in the past about the songs I use with these videos. Those songs are actually songs the band I play in has written and recorded in the past. We are a three-piece band based out of the New England area. We've done a number of EPs, 4-song EPs, and we are currently trying to raise funds for our first ever full-length recording. So if those songs are something that you like and you want to hear more of in these videos, I'd ask that you head over to our Indiegogo campaign page, which I'll put a link to. And if you feel led to donate to our campaign, please go ahead and do that. Just ask that if you are under the age of 18, make sure you get your parents' permission before you donate anything. Again, it would be appreciated. Making music, much like building Lego, is a passion of mine I've had since I was a young teen. And we've been fortunate enough recently to go down to North Carolina and record with industry professional. And we're really happy with how these songs are sounding. We just need a little help to see them through to the finish line. So again, put the link in the cards, and if you feel led to give, appreciate that. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on City Tour number 37. All right, everyone, so this is, as I mentioned, City Tour number 37. At first glance, it doesn't look like I've done a lot with the city this month, but I did, and we'll get into a few of these updates I've made, starting with the limousine or the limo. Went ahead and added that. You may recognize that from the airport VIP service set. Honestly, I forgot that I even had that set. It was buried in my basement. I had been planning on doing an airport, or at least an air terminal, for a while, and that part of the set seemed like it would be a good fit with the recently married couple coming out of the town hall, so I thought, let me go ahead and add that. So it is something of a small addition, but I felt like it could be pretty cool. The only thing kind of concerning is, from a practicality standpoint, is there's only enough room for one person in the back of that limo, so I'm not sure. I think the groom might be walking to whatever the next destination is from the town hall. So still, I thought that made it pretty cool, make that scene a little more realistic with having a limo out in front of town hall. I don't know if they do that all over the world, but here in the US, a lot of times there'll be a limo out in front of the church that cart off the bride and groom off to their next destination. So that's it for that update. I also went ahead and, I'm sure you can see in this shot in the park, I finally added the remaining fence pieces. I think I mentioned in a previous update I had to do more frog statues on the entranceways there, but then I remember, no, that's not how it looks in my design. So lots of fencing was added, and a 1x6 black tile, or a bunch of 1x6 black tiles were added as well. So I think that finishes off the foundation of the park, the perimeter, if you will. I need to go ahead and add some more. I think I might add more, there's a soccer net here, and there's a merry-go-round, little tiny things like that. I still have more of that from my second Fun in the Park set, so I will go ahead and add, where I feel it's appropriate, the maybe a second, start duplicating some of those little play features within the park itself, or maybe just leave it bare and add some trees. I don't know. So congratulations, I know at least one person spotted the leprechaun from last month. He was hidden behind the trees there. I've since removed him now that St. Patrick's Day has passed. And I went ahead and added the Easter Bunny. Didn't want to do a scavenger hunt this month. I thought I'd just go ahead and put him in there, make it easy. There's an Easter egg there as well. And I think he looks pretty cool just chilling in the park, waiting to have an Easter egg hunt for Easter. So that's pretty much it for that update. I also added, I forgot this, I did add by the town hall next to the limo, I added more 2x2 gray tiles and 2x2, I guess those are plates with one stud, although they look more like tiles with one stud. I don't know. I don't know what the proper term is for those, but either way, I started doing that recently. That's something I can talk about. I started doing that recently in the park and in other areas. You can see over here by Assembly Row, just because it's easier to stand the minifigs on them. If you try to put the minifigs on flat tiles, sometimes they fall over and it ends up looking like there's an accident scene in Figville. So I did a lot of that along the Assembly Row perimeter in the park, and I just went ahead just now and did some of that stuff by where the limo is in front of Town Hall. I also finally got around to working on the service station. I've mentioned this in a number of videos at this point. I'm still waiting for like a VIP day, double points VIP day, before I buy the service station modular. And I think I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a different approach with this one. In the past, like with my seafood restaurant and my pizza restaurant and even Assembly Row, I typically like to fully build them in Digital Designer before I order any parts. With Service Station, I think I'm going to go ahead and just buy it and build it. It's half completed, I guess half completed in Digital Designer. I'm not going to stress over finishing it in Digital Designer before I start actually physically building it. So we'll see how that plays out. I've got a good enough footprint, I think, in Digital Designer that I'm not worried about things being out of place too much. But anyway, while we wait for that VIP double points day, I did go ahead. So many of you will recognize this from the, I guess it's not really original, it's a city service station set with, they actually had the bright green, which I swapped out for the dark green. And this only had one pump instead of two pumps. And it also only had like one set of these, I don't even know what these are, but they're like special plates. So this was something I did design in Digital Designer. I wanted it to look more realistic and have a couple set of pumps. And then also, at first, I was really worried about the fact that this section here wasn't gonna connect into and be on top of the convenience store section. But as I started to like drive around the area and take note of convenience stores and gas stations in the area around us, they don't always connect. And in fact, in most cases, they don't connect. So I was pretty happy with that. I still need to get a couple of parts. I'm missing the hose. I actually have the nozzle pieces. I don't have the hose though. And then also I was hoping to get stickers from that original set, but there was only like one shop on Bricklink that had them, and it was over in Germany, and I'm like, I'm not paying international fees for one set of stickers, so I'll figure something out at some point. But I am super happy that I've started this. You know, a third of it, I guess, technically is complete, because that base plate is pretty much complete at this point. I left the parking lot in place as a placeholder. I was tempted to move the construction site over, but I don't know if you guys have noticed this in past videos. I like to use the construction site to represent something that I'm working on. In this case, I'm not actually working on anything here, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll move it over here, but last minute I decided not to do that. So I'll say this. When you see this construction site move to that position in the city, that will mean that I officially have the service station modular on hand, and I'm starting to work on it. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm trying to think if I did anything else. One last panning shot here while I think about that. That was pretty much it, I guess, right? So limo, park, and service station. All of those things are really, I think, nice additions to the city. Again, may have not even noticed them as I was talking at the beginning of the video, but I don't know, I'm all about like setting the stage now, and I've expanded pretty much as far as I can go. Now I want to really dive in on adding more cars, adding more minifigs, adding other, smallish features that will bring the city to life. I want to make sure these are, minifigs are staged similar to like how they are in Assembly Square. Like Assembly Square to me is a great build, but it really looks cool with all that activity around the fountain and just, again, brings it to life. So that's it for this video. Appreciate you all checking back in on my city. If you like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Comment, let me know what you think. And if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all of my future projects. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.